Hi and welcome back to UK Shaolin. I'm Alex, the yoga instructor down here. So in our last video, we covered one way to correctly forward fold. So whenever you perform a forward fold, it's always nice to counter it, and vice versa. Whenever you perform, so a counter would be a front opening or a back bend. It's always nice to counter it with the forward fold. So far we've got one video, and that was the forward fold. So today I'm just going to show you how to do a nice front opening. Not necessarily a back bend, that's something a little bit different. So today we're just going to focus on how to open the front body, and naturally it will have a bit of a natural back bend anyway. But the focus and intention is on opening the front. So I'm going to run through two postures quite quickly. So the first one, you're maybe quite familiar with it. It's one of the postures in Surya Namaskar, the sun salutations, which is a very common flow within the yoga practice. So it started in feet together, toes together, heels slightly apart if that suits your posture. So it's always important to make sure that your tail isn't flaring out. So it's very common, you see people do this, and that causes strain on the lower back. You want to have a nice, even pelvis, nice square hip. So imagine if you're wearing a belt, you don't want it at this angle, you want it nice and straight. You suck in the stomach, in and up. This just gives your spine a little bit of support. And then you raise the arms overhead, ensuring to not scrunch the shoulders. So you want space between shoulders and ids. And as you push down into the ground, you're correcting your pelvis, you're sucking in your stomach, and you're reaching upwards. And then gently look back. So all these postures combined, all these movements combined, you should be able to activate something opening the front or the side body. And always remember, don't flare out your tail, and always suck in your stomach in and up. This protects your spine, and then you really push down into the ground with your feet and really reach up. So that's the first posture. So remembering, gently look back just so you can locate the front stretch. You should feel it in your side body as well. So that's the first one. The second one, upward facing dog. Most of you have probably heard of this posture or familiar with it if you've already done a yoga practice. So the way I like to, there are many ways to practice all of these postures. These are ancient postures, but this is the way that I'm going to show you how to do it today. So we're going to start off in a plank position. So whenever you do a plank, well, in my class, whenever you do a plank, I always like to, when you look down at your arms, they should be an even 11. So they're not angled, they're an even 11, so parallel lines. And you want to take up as much space as possible. So thumb and little finger spread really wide. So you want to stack your shoulders over your wrists. So again, going with that parallel lines, thinking straight lines. You don't want angles. The most solid support for a structure is, it's parallel lines, 90 degrees, right angles, that kind of thing. So look down, make sure your shoulders are over your wrists, make sure your arms are nice and parallel and even 11. Thumb and little finger spreading really wide. So now I'm just going to get you to step back into a plank position. So stack the shoulders over the wrists. Same applies, you're going to suck the stomach in and up to protect the spine. And you want to really have a nice long straight spine here. So imagine the crown of your head is shooting forward. And then from here you're going to go onto the tops of your feet. So on your toe knuckles, your big toes. So from here, engaging the legs, so your thighs, calves, glutes, butt muscles, abs, pushing in up. So everything is on in your lower body. And then as you breathe in, inhale, exhale, you dip the hips. So engaging your lower body, dip until you find a front stretch, keeping your chin tucked at this point. So we do that again. So you're setting up nice lower body active, legs, butt muscles, abs on, pushing down into the ground with your hands, breathing in, and as you exhale, you dip the hips until you find a front stretch. And then once you've found that, you can start to look up. But always make sure you're not shrugging the shoulders, and you don't always have to look up. So whenever you see this posture performed online or in books, they're always looking up, and that is correct, but I find for most people, with our habits, our lifestyles, start with your chin down and then work at opening the front, because as I said in the beginning, this is the front opening. So that goes all the way to your chin. However, because we spend a lot of time on phones, books, screens, cars, sofas, it's best to start with your chin down, and then you'll find you're opening the front body without causing any damage to the neck. But we've all got different bodies, different lifestyles, so yeah. So that's a couple of postures where you can activate a nice front opening, and these are all part of the Surya Namaskar, sun salutations, which eventually we'll build up to. All right, well, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the yoga video, and yeah, stay tuned. If you have any questions about the postures performed, or any other postures, or anything else to do with yoga, leave a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And stay tuned for more videos. All right, see you soon.